All right, we're up, we're running. Good morning, all, and welcome to yet another stream. This will be the last Greek stream, at least the last regular one I'm going to do on the main channel. I might do the occasional one like once a month, but I'm thinking, watching what's happening with my analytics, it was time to move this to a different thing because I actually felt that this helped a lot by live streaming my stuff with Greek. So hopefully I'll be able to get the regulars who tune in for this stream to join in there. And if not, well, we'll see how well I can build a new community with just live streaming, at least for now. It's going to be a bit of an interesting and challenging process. I've been hesitating to make a new channel because of how difficult it is to get a channel off the ground on YouTube. I do think I will post some videos that talks about my life here in Greece, hence why I think it's going to be why I decided to keep it on here instead of going to Twitch. So in my practice last time, I did a lot of typing tests to start getting a feel for actually typing the language, and I actually felt that helped a lot. So, hey Catherine, good morning. Yeah, so the plan here is the Greek stuff is going to get punted over to a new channel. And then I will do some stuff on the main channel. Like, I kind of want to do a video exploring vintage Windows 3.1 in Greek and just kind of see what it used to be like, because I've never used the non-English versions of Windows extensively. I think I used the Spanish version a bit, but not much. So I'm glad to see we already have 10 viewers in chat. So hopefully I'll have 2 on a new channel. But yeah, that's why it's going to be... That was part of the reason why I was hesitant to move it to a new channel. Currently, it is 7 in the morning here in Greece. So, while I really dislike AI, one thing it is good at is generating, well, I mean, it's a language learning model. So what I did was I set up my ChatGPT account and I basically gave it a series of prompts to generate texts at appropriate level for me. Give me the English, the Greek. I'm going to read it, I'm going to write it, or well, type it. And then we're going to basically see how far I can actually get. It's not an ideal system, but I've had a real trouble finding like good texts in Greek. Partially because finding anything in Greek when you don't speak the language is a little bit difficult. So I'm going to grab the text of this. And I'm basically just going to ask ChatGPT to generate more texts as source material. In time, I'm hoping to get more in depth with it. AB God Mode, I'm living here. I have moved to Greece. I'm still waiting for my immigration paperwork to process through the government, but I have temporary permit. I basically have leave to remain for the time being until they finally get off, they finally finish the whole process. There's a lot of backstory there that I'm not going to go into this stream, but I'm kind of gearing up to talk about, because it's also a way for me to kind of get closure on the matter. Maybe closure is the wrong word, but, one thing at a time. AI. The honest fact of the matter is, why? There are some things that AI is good at, like generating texts, but I'm very skeptical of the technology as an underlying whole, and let's be honest, we've seen AI get injected into Google and such, and it's kind of shit. Yeah, it's going to get better with time, but I don't think it's a good place for us to go as I feel like as a species, it's not a good thing. Maybe that's just me being a Luddite, but I remain very skeptical of it. So let's start. So, o gi nis ze si είναι μικρό σπίτι στο χωριο Denise lives in a small house in the village. Cafe Sproe? I don't think I'm saying that right. I'll check that one. Cheap. I'm gonna have to check this. Okay, I'm gonna finish the exercise and then I'll work on it. So, Norris. Okay. Spine Cafe. Every... Gotta remember the shortcut for that. Every morning he wakes up early and drinks coffee. To spiti tu είναι κοντά si είναι δάσος ο Guinness Σπιτοδόνας γιατί είναι και ο Omorov. Guinness loves the forest because it is quiet and beautiful. Okay, so I want to make sure I know these words. So we'll pull this up and translate. Yep, I'm aware of language transfer. I've listened to quite a bit of it. I find podcasts very hard to digest. So now I need to work on my pronunciation. So switch the language mode to Greek. Come on, internet.
Ο Γιάννης ζει σε ένα μικρό σπίτι στο χωριό.
Ο Γιάννης ζει σε είναι μικρό σπίτι στο χωριό. So, in the village. Χωριό.
Κάθε πρωί ξυπνάει νωρίς και πίνει καφέ.
Κάθε πρωί.
Ξυπνάει νωρίς και πίνει καφέ.
Ξυπνάει νωρίς και πίνει καφέ.
Ξυπνάει.
Zeepnai. Zeepnai. So, Catherine, how are you doing this morning? I'm hoping you're having a good day. It's been hard. Like, I've been trying to figure out what I was going to do with the channel. Also, I need to plug in my laptop, I just realized. And hopefully it doesn't glitch out. Sometimes when I charge it with the microphone plugged in, it just goes completely ape. Okay, well, it seems to be okay now. No, don't do that.
Το σπίτι του είναι κοντά σε ένα δάσος.
Το σπίτι του είναι κοντά.
Το σπίτι του είναι κοντά σε ένα δάσος.
Κοντά σε ένα δάσος. I have not had a hamburger since I've gone to Greece. Kona. So I'm assuming that's near.
Ο Γιάννης αγαπάει το δάσος γιατί είναι ήσυχο και όμορφο.
Ο Yannis agopie to dasos giti είναι ήσυχο και όμορφο. Beautiful. Όμορφο. All right, so now we are on to the next paragraph. I'm in a town. I didn't expect to end up in rural Greece, but that's how the cookie crumbled. A lot of things happened from when I left Jersey City to now. So, all right, so now we continue to the next paragraph. Mia mera kafos Kafos perpate sto dafos blepi en είναι Ιαν σκύλο. One day, while walking in the forest, he sees a dog. Ο σκύλος είναι μεγάλο και Oh, what happened to my external screen? It just... The hell? And this is why plugging in having the dock on power, it has problems. Malros. The dog is big and black. Fenita harumenos que kunan kane tis o ura tu. It looks happy and wags its tail. O Yanis ton specie ze ke lie. It is being... The problem is that when the dock is plugged in, I think it pulls too much power. But the microphone doesn't work if I don't have it directly plugged in. Yeah, it's doing that thing. I don't know our neighbors. I really don't know anyone here. So it's been a bit of a challenge. Ia sus le Yanni approaches it and says, "Hello, dog." All right, let's look at this part a little closely. So, mera kafos. Let me take this one sentence at a time. Mia mera kafos sperpate sto dasos vlepe eon skilo.
Μια μέρα, καθώς περπατάει στο δάσος, βλέπει έναν σκύλο. Μια μέρα, καθώς περπατάει στο δάσος, βλέπει έναν σκύλο.
Yeah, the isolation has kind of gotten to me too a little bit. I'm not here alone, but being in rural Greece, especially with sleep disorder, is kind of rough. Like, I was working on classwork earlier, and, it's like kind of what my life is becoming, and at least by getting my Greek to be more solid, I at least have some opportunity for a social life, I hope. O skilos είναι meglos και mouros.
Ο σκύλος είναι μεγάλος και μαύρος.
Mavros. 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 Φαίνεται τσαρλουμένος και κουνέ την ώρα του.
Φαίνεται χαρούμενος και κούναει την ουρά του.
Φαίνεται... Of course, it's being really glitchy. Yeah, I mean, I've had this experience with Spanish. I'm half Spanish. I'm half Cuban. My father was from Cuba, but he never taught me Spanish. And while I picked up some as an adult, I was never very fluent in the language. So I had the wonderful experience of not being able to communicate very well with my grandparents. And yeah, it is. And yeah, it is a tight-knit community. Like I said, I'm not completely without resources. It's just I need to take this one step at a time. And learning Greek is kind of the road towards that, slowly. Wow, my internet is apparently having a heart attack. Hold on. No, there it goes. I don't know why it's running so slow. The stream seems okay.
Φαίνεται χαρούμενος και κούναει την ουρά του.
Φαίνεται χαρούμενος και κουνάνε την ώρα του. Φαίνεται looks χαρούμενος happy. Χαρούμενος. Yannis ton πλησιάζει και λέει γεια σου σκύλε.
Γιάννης τον πλησιάζει και λέει «Γεια σου, σκύλε».
Polizie. Yannis ton polizie και λέει γεια σου σκύλε. Yeah, but I'm not living in Spain. I basically kept working on Spanish for a number of years on and off. Like, I probably at my best, I was probably A2. I didn't have a lot of people in my life to talk to with it. My mother doesn't speak Spanish. And my father, well, let's just say that's a sore point in my life. I did take lessons when I was spending time in Central America, and like I said, I could manage my way through a conversation. But after my grandparents, my grandmother died, I let it go. There was no point in continuing. That was the only reason I wanted it, is because I wanted that connection with the family. And yeah, that was kind of it. Oskilos ton ακολουθεί στο σπίτι.
Ο σκύλος τον ακολουθεί στο σπίτι.
Ακολουθεί στο σπίτι. I don't think we actually got that far in the typing test. No, we didn't. All right, let's keep going. Ο σκύλος τον ακολουθεί I know where this key is. Στο σπίτι. Dog follows him home. Ο Yannis του δίνει νερό και λίγο ψωμί. Yannis gives it water and some bread. Yeah, you shouldn't give bread to a dog. Ο σκύλος πίνει το νερό και τρώει του ψωμί. Drinks the water and eats the bread. Meta Fip lo Fip lo ni ston Leo que Kimatia lies in the sun and falls asleep. Okay. Stream froze up. Hold on. Let me take a look. I have that horrible feeling my internet crashed. Okay. Hold on, let me see what's going on with the video. Yeah, it did freeze up. I had this problem earlier. It's like the display capture loses its mind. And the way I have to fix it is I have to switch to display feed. No, it was actually frozen up. I was looking at it in Streamlabs, and it was like a screen from several minutes ago. Yeah, unfortunately, I am on really shit internet, and my setup is definitely been having a little indigestion, to put it bluntly. Let me see here. How's my battery life? I'm on 23%. I am going to actually have to plug it in, and I'm going to have to hope it doesn't go completely crazy on me. I don't know why. Like, if I'm not using the mic, it's fine. It's probably trying to draw too much power, but this brick should be good for 60 watts. All right, I'm now charging. All right, so oscilos ton. All right, well, we were doing this one. Oscilos ton ski. No, akolufi. Ακολούθε. And then I click.
Ο σκύλος τον ακολουθεί στο σπίτι.
Ακολουθεί στο σπίτι. Yeah, I probably need to lower the stream quality. You know what? Let me just do that right now. Let me make sure auto stop is disabled, or else the stream will shut down. I don't like going in 1080p when I'm doing the tech streams because it makes it even harder to read. But yeah, YouTube, I've got the little warning banner that tells me, yeah, auto stop is disabled. So I can do that. So the stream is going to... All right, let's see if that is working better. All right, stream should be back up, at least according to YouTube. As for Greece, it was the choice it's how circumstances came. It really is what it came down to. I myself do not have any direct connection to Greece. But as I mentioned, I'm not. All right, now it says it's back up, but I've got ridiculously high ping times. We'll see how much longer it stays up. I thought about Starlink. Unless I absolutely need to, I really don't want to. I'm not convinced I'd be able to live stream on this. There's two separate internet connections here. There's the house VDSL, and then there's the 5G access point. I'm currently using the 5G one because it has higher up and it tends to be more reliable. If it continues being very flaky, I'll switch over to the house internet, which isn't great, but I've managed it before in the past. All right, let's see here. So, o Yannis tu dene nero che ligo somi. Yannis. Oh, I got the English text in there. Yeah. Ο Γιάννης του δίνει νερό και λίγο ψωμί.
Ο Γιάννης του δίνει νερό και λίγο ψωμί. Δίνει νερό και λίγο ψωμί.
Δίνει νερό. Δίνει νερό. Δίνει νερό. Ο σκύλος πίνει του νερό και τρώει του ψωμί.
Ο σκύλος πίνει το νερό και τρώει το ψωμί.
Τρώει. Τρώει του ψωμί. I mean, it's hard. Μετά ζαπλώνει στον ήλιο, ελίο και κοιμάται.
Μετά ξαπλώνει στον ήλιο και κοιμάται.
Hold on, I gotta do this a word at a time. Μετά
Ξαπλώνει.
Ζαπλώνει στον
Ήλιο και κοιμάται.
ήλι και κοιμάται. I don't like Anki. I have tried it multiple times. I find it incredibly boring, and if I don't find something engaging, I find it useless. Like, it's the worst way for me to study. I know people swear by it, but every time I've tried space repetition systems, it's such a chore to even use them. It's not even good. I rather just practice, read, and write texts. It's going to be slower. It's going to be harder. But I also already can tell that I'm making improvement just from the previous sessions I did. Doing this live on stream keeps me also motivated and engaged to keep going because I'm not sitting in quiet room doing things. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Anki. And of course, today is just going to be stream technical issues. The external monitor cut out. All right, there we go. Now it's back. So now we're to this paragraph. Ο Γιάννης αποφάσιζε να τον κρατήσει. Yannis decides to keep it. Fe. If I can remember where that letter is. I'm gonna hit every letter on the keyboard before I find it. There, no, it's the theta. Theta, no. I can't find that key. It's next to the Y. But when I type it, hold on. Oh, it's the other way next to the Y. It's the, that sucked. This is why I'm practicing my typing along with this, so I can actually fucking write the language. Fosi po ma no muro. So black muro le. I will call you Mavros. O Mavros. Ros. Finita. Ha. Menos. Menos. Marvos looks happy. O Yanis que o Maros Gi no dia fi feli Janos and Marvos become friends. No, it's on the main keyboard. It's an entirely different language and layout, so I actually have to memorize it. It's not like Spanish where it's literally just one key and I can just use the compose key. All right, I need some different music than this. That works. I do find it very stressful to learn another language. O Yanis apophasizi ne ton kratisis.
Ο Γιάννης αποφασίζει να τον κρατήσει.
Kratisi, okay. O Yanis
Αποφασίζει να τον κρατήσει.
apophysizi na ton kratisi.
Αποφασίζει να τον κρατήσει.
Apophysizi na ton kratisi. Yeah, it's hard. I have a friend who's fluent in Russian, so I've learned like a very small smattering of Russian words due to that. But this is my first real effort to try and deal with something that isn't a Latin alphabet. It's challenging. Like, there's a lot of days where I just feel like I go through a Greek lesson and I feel like I haven't, and then the external monitor cuts out again, and then cuts back, and then the screen capture freezes. Wow, today is just technical issue day. You know what? Let me tell it to do window capture, and then let me tell it to grab the other window, because maybe that will make the problem go away. Of course, now it is not even showing all the windows. There. Done. Fasi po Mauro. I was right. That was I will it does translate to black. Mauro li. Fa si po Mauro li. The circumstances of life. I moved to Portland. When I left Jersey City, I didn't really know where I was going, and that led to a very long series of events that stretch back over the last 2 years now that first brought me to Portland and then brought me to Greece because it was how things played out. Like, I think I'm going to have to make an actual something that goes into details about it. It's just the circumstances of that. It's not bad circumstances, but it is kind of deeply personal, which is why I haven't. It's something I do want to be able to talk about. I just am not there yet. Fa si pomaro li. O mavros fenete haurumenos. O mavros fahente haurumenos.
Ο μαύρος φαίνεται χαρούμενος.
Haurumenos. It's been an up and down, to say the least. The isolation from not speaking Greek definitely plays a role because I'm dependent on someone to help me for basically anything involving government and crap. But it is also a fresh start, and that can't be under. I did not have a happy life from where I was. Portland was supposed to be that fresh start. But circumstances in November made it pretty clear that it was time to get going. So I got. Like, this is one of the other reasons why I like doing this live on stream, is that I can break it up with talking with viewers. It really takes a lot of the dudgery out of it. Oyinos que o malros ginonte fili.
Ο Γιάννης και ο μαύρος γίνονται φίλοι.
Fili. It's interesting that it puts the OI here because that's not how you're supposed to say it. OI is E, so it's fili, because the Greek alphabet has 3 ways to write the same sound, and then 2 more diphones that also are the same sound. O Yanis ke o Mavros ginonte fili. Ginonte fili. That being said, I am getting to the point that when I'm out in town, I'm starting to understand more and more. Like, it's only individual words and sentences, but when I was at the bank yesterday, I could look at the advertisements and I actually knew what they were saying. And like, that was like one of the first times I really feel like I've made headway in learning Greek. Yeah, it's more bureaucratic than anything else. Pixie Dust about 10 years in Crackdown, and they digitized the not isolated here. Is that I have a sleep disorder, so I can sometimes go weeks without seeing the sun. Like, that was true in New York as well as it was here. And being in rural Greece, there isn't a whole lot to do at 1 a.m. And up until a week ago, I also didn't have an internet connection that I could even live stream on. So the isolation has been kind of brutal. All right, let's keep going. Café Mera o Yanis Ros Pigi Pigi o I'm coming back to that one. Sto da sos. Every day, Yanis and Mavros go to the forest. Zon que tre horon mazi. They play and run together. O Janos Neophi? There are days where I'm better at this than not. Neophe Haro Minos Pu Exi Ton Madro. And that's the external screen kicking out again. Oh, and then it's back. Zone 2. Yanis feels happy to have Mavros in his life. Καφημέρα ο Γιάννης και ο Μαρίς that word.
Πηγαίνουν στο δάσος.
Πηγαίνουν στο δάσος.
Πηγαίνουν στο δάσος.
Πηγαίνουν στο δάσος. Πηγαίνουν στο δάσος.
Πηγαίνουν στο δάσος.
It's not necessarily bad internet. It's a crappy USB hub plugging in the monitor that has issues when my laptop is trying to charge at the same time. And I'm actually looking at that, and I'm kind of worried the power bar is still going down, even though it says it's charging. Which might be a time limit on how long I can stream for, even though I've only been live. Well, I did restart it, so how long have I been up for? I've been going for an hour. So I'll finish this exercise. I'm going to take a very brief break, and then we will come back to it. I'm going to do a few of these. Pizon ke trichon trihun maze. Trihun maze.
Παίζουν και τρέχουν μαζί.
Trehun ke trehun mazi. And yeah, now that's the stream completely dying. Thank you. It is easier said than done. Like, you know, you always hear people saying, "Oh, I'm going to move to a new country." It's hard. The language barrier just makes it that much hard. I'm very fortunate to have this opportunity, though, and I'm not going to let it go to waste. O Yanis Neo, Neophi, Harumenos, Pu, E, Ehi, Ton, Maro, Sti, Zon, Tu. All right, so that is actually that's the first section. I'm going to go on break for a few minutes, and then I'll do another one. Hopefully, the internet does not continue to die on me. All right, I'll be right back. I also got to open the window. It is hot in here. All right, I'm back. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. Quiz me with the vocabulary from the last section. If I say do not remember as an answer, mark it and then come back to it with the answer at the end. I will type it in to confirm I can spell it. So, okay. Forest is dados. Ski. Why is this completely flipping out on me? Like, it's not yeah, like it just completely cut out and then cut back in. Okay, at least the los skilos bread. So where's the so me to drink is peon. To play, don't remember. Don't remember. Okay. Let's do it. Correct words. All right, so how do you say happy in Greece? That is haru manos. Haru menos. O or ura. All right, so the play is Paze. I forgot the accent. To sleep. Paze is ko te. I don't think I spelled that right. And then how to say sun is Helios. I should have done that one. Helios. Do I want to do more practice? Next story. We'll do another one. All right. I'm going to just read. I'll just read these directly. I'm going to read it first, and then I'm going to type it. All right. I do watch some Greek videos while I'm down to 3 viewers. I'm pretty sure the stream has just been completely, totally, and... Oh, don't tell me it's been stuck on the AFK screen. No, it's just been really fucking glitchy today. Just being YouTube. Omeros ke Yanis Pani Stin Poli. Mavros and Yanis go to the city. I Poli ine migali ke gimati an afi
Ανθρώπους.
Anthropus. Ο Yannis krati ton maru mi ine luri. Yannis holds Mavros with a leash. O Maros kotizi giro mi per peri. I'm really struggling with this today.
Περιέργεια.
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 Περιέργεια. Περιέργεια. Περιέργεια. Periéria. Mavros looks around with Prota Piga in un si ena parco. First, they go to a park. Barhun Dera? I'm pretty sure that's a diphone.
Δέντρα.
Dendra.
Δέντρα.
Dendra. Luluidia.
Λουλούδια.
Loludia. Ke Pagkakia. Pagkakia. In the park, there are flowers, there's trees, flowers, and benches. Oyanos vitia si magkaki ke dia vazi ena biblio. Yannis sits on a bench and reads a book. O Mavros Pezi me Ena Bakaki.
Μπαλάκι.
Balaki. Okay, I did actually say that correct. Balaki. Mavros plays with a little ball. Meta Mige. It's hard.
Πηγαίνουν.
Pig. Pigad. Piganun. Pigagun. Pigagun. See in a cafe. Then they go to a cafe. Oyanis pini ine cafe que o Marcos pini nero apu ena. Yannis drinks a coffee and Mavros drinks water from a bowl. Ines adros bli eti ton Mavros que lial onlos. All right, is this working now? It says suggestion and bitrate. Is it actually getting data though? Yeah, okay, now it seems like it's working again. I switched. It somehow jumped off the 5G network and onto the house internet, which is why I don't use the house internet for streaming. All right. You know what? I'm going to ask it, what would you recommend for exercises? I might as well take advantage of the fact that AIs can be matching game. And then the dock kicks out, and then I lose the side panel. Technology really just hates me today. Yeah, it's not even charging now. All right, well. You know, it's not just this USB hub. It's done this with me with different ones. Can we do a matching game? Sorry, I'm getting a little fed up with the way the stream is running. Because it's losing the second screen. You know, like, it was fine for all the other streams I did, but no, apparently today it's just going to be complete garbage. Let me unplug the hub. Because that is the cause of the problem. It's on 31%. I don't know if ChatGPT can do this. Oh, it can do this, actually. All right. So Poli is city. Okay. What is your match for the second one? Dira. Dira, that's trees, I think. 2F. Show all matches after each answer. Hold on. Show pairs. That's not what I mean. What is this? Edit in Canvas. Right. Show all words to match after each question. Like, I feel like Duolingo would probably be better than this, but I just don't. There we go. So, Pagakia. Well, hold on. Some of these I do know. Cafe is 9. And book is biblio. And so if I do those two, does it match it successfully? Yeah, it does. So Nero is water. Skilos is dog. So 4 and G. I think leash was Luri. Okay. So that leaves Pagaki, that's benches. Pagaki. Balaki. Balaki. That doesn't seem right, but I guess 6C. And fire, so Fortia. See if I got those right. Let's do another story. But yeah, I'll just do another story. And then I got the red bar of drop frames detected. Yeah. The new channel is going to be doing, it's basically where my Greek live streams are moving. I'm also probably going to put videos about life in Greece. Like, one of the big things I have to deal with here is going to be cleaning out the chicken coop. Although most of the birds are about to go away. The only thing that's staying are the turkeys. Okay. O Marcos Stin Parali. Parali. I'm going to just look up the words as I don't know them or I struggle with them.
Paralia.
Paralia. Paralia. Mia zi sti kalokeli ni mera o Yanis apofasizi na pati stin paralia mi ton Marcos. Mia. I just take this a word at a time.
Καλοκαιρινή.
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 Καλοκαιρινή. Well, right now it's just going to be where I'm going to put the live streams. I'm going to take these off the main channel. I lose too many viewers, to be honest, and as long as I get like the regulars, like the people watching now, watching on that channel, so the view count isn't a big fat goose egg, I think it's going to work better in the long run. I'm not convinced that I really want to do this, but YouTube penalizes me when my streams do badly, and I lose also a lot of subscribers, so I felt the time was that I do think this has been an effective way to study because it deals with the largest problem I've been having, which is sitting alone in the middle of the night practicing my Greek. At least if I'm doing it on stream, I'm not completely isolated. The birds were here when I arrived, so this wasn't a choice. It's just, yeah, there's free turkeys, free geese, and I think 11 hens and roosters collectively. But we, the only birds that are actually, like, not... apparently the other birds we were raising them on someone else's behalf, so they're in the near future going to get carted off and presumably become someone's lunch. I mean, they're big enough. The turkeys aren't, but of course the turkeys aren't, because we have one male turkey that is just, even by the standards of a turkey, he's an asshole, and he's been harassing the females. Apparently domestic turkeys cannot breed without help, so he's no doubt definitely having a mood. Yeah, I do get free eggs, farm fresh eggs every other morning, every morning. So, you know, that was my way of dealing with the astronomical egg prices. I just got my own. All right. I falasa ine elimi que tornero ene cafaro o marcos. Come on.
Κοιτάζει.
Ketazi. Ketazi.
Κοιτάζει.
Ketazi. Ta. Ki. Ma. Ta. Ke. Ku. Na. Na. E. Tin. Ora. Tu. Haro. Haru. Menos, Halomenos. I know that's happy. Halomenos. Steen Parali Barhun. Yeah, hold on. Put the English back in. I actually want the translations. Yeah, you know what that works. Mia zesti Kalo ke li sin mera o Yanis apophasizi ne pai Stin paralia me ton Marcos o falasa. Hold on, I have an idea. Add between the Greek and English a pronunciation guide. Mia zisti kalokili ni mera o Yanis the words don't quite line up. Remove pronunciation guide. No, that doesn't help as much as I thought because the words are not where I expect it. Yeah. Souvlaki sounds really tasty. I would really love to have some souvlaki right now. Yeah, can you add IPA? Can you... I'm assuming it can't do multiple fonts. Can you add the pronunciation with a narrow font directly under the word it's referencing? Okay, so the answer is no, it can't. Maybe I'll just leave it. Okay. Janos apophasizi apophazi apophazi ne pai stin paralia mi ton Marcos. One hot summer day, Yanis decides to go to the beach with Marcos. Greek is actually fairly. When I tested it earlier, it actually did fairly well with Greek. I think because Greek is a phonetic language. There's exactly one way to do it. It's consistent, and the language has been upgraded. It got a much major simplification about 40 years ago. So as compared to some other languages, it's a lot simpler than it used to be. One hot summer day, Yanis decides to go to the beach with Manros. I talase no falase ine sia irimi ke to naro ine kafaro. The sea is calm and the weather is clear. Kafaro. O Marcos kitazi te kimata ke kunai tin ora tu harominos. Actually, that actually does help a lot. Harominos. Marcos looks at the waves and wags his tail happily. Stin paralia ipar hon poli. Afro P. At the beach, there are many people. KPP, Kolim, I see exactly. No, I'm looking at this. This is actually correct. Kolim bun, because ko li diphone for ba un. Sti fa le sa eno alo. No, hold on. Ali kafrodi kato apo ombreless. Some are swimming in the sea while others sit under umbrellas. Umbrellas. That makes perfect sense. Yep. Yes, if you are watching, please subscribe to the new channel. Right now, I just verified it with YouTube, but YouTube requires that I wait 24 hours before I can live stream on it. So, and also hit the bell while you're there. Actually, I'm a little curious to see how many viewers, what the subscriber count has actually gone up to. Assuming my internet will load. Wow, I'm already up to 43 subscribers on it. That's nuts. That's legitimately nuts. I was expecting like 10. Okay. All right, that works. Steen Paralia Iparhon Poli Athropi. Oh, I've already said that one. At the beach, there are many people. Capripi Coli. I need to make that bigger. Ka. Where is it? Kapii kolim bun sti falasa eno. Oh no, I'm repeating myself. Ayanos vazi tin pet sista tu stin amu ke vragzi en biblio aputin tisadatu oyanos let me use the pronunciation card. Oyanos nazi tin piet sitatu stin amu ki vegazi ena ni vivlo aputin chaado tu. Thanks, Petro. Petro. Well, remember, I stream when I'm awake, so a lot of my streams are still going to overlap with Eastern and Western U.S. time. I really hope your job interview goes goes good. My ability, I speak English really, really fucking well. Omaros 3e pano kato stin amu. Marcos runs trehe pano kato stin amu. Amu is sand. Amu is down. Skifika inas alos skilos infanizida. Suddenly, another large dog appears. Ine inos mikros Aspros skilos. Aspros. This is actually really helping because I'm not looking at the pronunciation guide, but it's getting me in the right place. Aspros. Aspros. O marros que o micros skilos arhizun na pezun mazi. Marcos and the small dog start playing together. So o Marcos o micros skilos. So Marcos and the small dog. Arhizon, they play. Na is that grammatically correct? The way na works in Greece is a little bit confusing to me.
Αρχίζουν να παίζουν.
Anarizun un pezun.
Αρχίζουν.
Arhizun, they begin to play. Okay. Arhizun paezun mazi. Trehun ti Trehun pe triun ke ni gun mia where's are we here? No, we're here. Mablelu
Μπάλα.
Bala. All right, that one isn't correct. It shouldn't have the M there. Bala. YouTube is still struggling. Pu tus Pete he inos adros. They run, they jump, and chase a ball that a man throws to them. I am also low power. Much. I really wish I knew why I can't charge and use this dock at the same time. Like the external monitor just completely cut out and then it comes back. All right, there we go. But now it's not charging. Oh, there it is. Now we've got the little bolt. Meta apoligo o Yanis Pigani sti falasa. Falasa would be the C. Falasa. Meta apoligo o Yanis Pieni
Πηγαίνει.
Pieni sti falasa. O Marcos tun skolufi. Skokolofi. No. Ton akoloti. Akoloti. Marcos follows him. Akoloti. Pizun mi tu nero ke drozi zon di. They play in the water and cool off. O Janos yi lai o tan o Marcos. I'm reading from the wrong line. O Yanis ye le I. Is it raining out? Oh, it just started downpouring.
Γελάει.
Yelai. Yelai. Stan. No. Otan. O Marcos. Koli. Koli. Kolia.
Κολυμπάει.
Koli.
Κολυμπάει.
Koli Mali.
Κολυμπάει.
Kolibali. Bai. Kolibai. Kolipai is how this is saying it. But it would be Kolibai. Ke prospafi na pia si ta kimata. Yanni's last, so yi lae stan. No, otan, when, otan, omatkos, kololu bae, ke prospate. All right, Pietro, God, I feel like I'm butchering your name. It's like I'm
Προσπαθεί.
prospathi. Otan o Ilios. So when the sun Alhizi sets. Yeah, no, when the sun begins to set. Alhizi na duli o Yanis ke o Marcos fen gun fegun apo tin paralia. Marco, when the sun begins to set, Yanis and Marvos begin to leave the beach. Ine kuras mini ala poli harumini itan mia tilia mera itan mia et lia mera Petros. I'm going to take a brief break because my brain is turning into silly putty, but I honestly think this is actually working way better than I thought it would. Having the pronunciation guide directly under it is helping me split the sounds out, and as I continue to do that, it's getting better. I think I'm going to have to grind on Duolingo for the vocabulary, but each aspect I do does make it better. All right, go to bed. Have a good night. I'll be back in a few minutes. You know, I just realized I might have to set the YouTube AI generated flag, although this is strictly speaking not AI generated content. I'm reading what ChatGPT is generating to learn. I gotta check that. YouTube AI generated content.